Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and we are the scouting staff for this season's Hula Bowl. Today, this interview is sponsored by Dreamfield Sports, which is a marketplace that allows athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness. Check them out now at dreamfield.co for more information. Today, I have with me Mike Harley Jr. He's a wide receiver out of Miami, the U. How you doing there, buddy?
Hey man, I'm doing great. How are yourself?
Doing well. We've extended an invitation to you actually to come out to the Hula Bowl, which this season is going to be in Orlando, Florida, on the 15th of January. So approaching very rapidly, going to be here before we know it. Obviously, very excited to have you, amongst that group. If you don't mind, go ahead and kind of give us a brief history of you and your background, if you don't mind.
Uh, you know, Mike Harley Jr., son of Mike Harley Sr., born and raised Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Stayed in Florida all the way until my eighth grade year. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, Clayton County, Georgia, south of Atlanta. Attended Lovejoy High School in Clayton County in my ninth grade year, then transferred back to Fort Lauderdale to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, and then that's where my journey started. Played football, won three state championships. Played ran track, district champ in 200, 300-meter hurdles, state champ in like 4x4 and relay teams, and then blessed to get a scholarship to the University of Miami. And my career there just been like a emotional roller coaster, but I stood out and just perseverance and just kept working and kept pushing, and just leaving the university all time career in receptions, and that's huge. And now I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, again, being a part of that program, very so many great names that come out of you on a regular basis. Obviously awesome to be amongst those and to have that record. Obviously, has got to be sweet. Again, coming out of Fort Lauderdale, being a pretty high recruit there. I want to say you're like a consensus four-star recruit, which is awesome. And then, of course, getting out there and performing well. I want to say, were you one of these like super seniors that decided to come back because of COVID? Was that your situation?
Yes, yes, yes. I did 4 years, and then they had the rule with the COVID, so I decided to return back for my fifth year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with the pandemic, I mean, it's come with its, pros and cons. I mean, obviously, giving guys like you the opportunity to go back, maybe solidify your draft stock a little bit more, that sort of thing, give people more tape to look at. So you've definitely done that for sure.
Mhm.
Um, I want to give you something that one of our scouts had to say about you. So hear me out on this one. Mike Harley possesses good athletic ability with elite speed, quality quickness, displaying elusiveness with above average change of direction, shows quality burst, acceleration, and footwork coming off the line of scrimmage, consistently posing as a deep threat by beating his man. How do you feel about that? I mean, how would you define yourself as a football player?
Pretty much sum it up. I can take what he said, and I can add more. Just coming across the middle. Just brave. I make contested catches. Show no fear. And just beat my defender. Great tracking skills with the ball, and pretty much everything he said, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, I didn't read the full report
Oh,
there, but
okay,
I mean, just
okay.
just kind of like off the top there. I mean, just a little something. Obviously, bringing a lot of great speed can really take the top off of defenses. I mean, obviously, a guy. I kind of see you as a slot receiver that could also, work on the outside, like as a deep threat. Is that kind of what people are telling you? Is that how we're projecting you to the next level?
Yeah, you could say that, but I'm actually a wide out. I played wide out my freshman year coming in college. I played wide out in high school, and then we had some coaching changes, and they felt best for me is move to the slot, to create mismatches, and then I just finished my career off as a slot receiver. But mainly my main position is a wide out receiver, just running routes, creating separation, like you said, take the top off on certain defense. And if you got to put me in the slot, I catch the quick screens, the bubbles, the slants, and create mismatches. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously a guy that could do that. You know, I don't know if you've done this, but I mean, have you, I guess, maybe looked at the next level? Like, are you a fan of somebody at the next level that maybe perhaps like you can compare yourself to? I mean,
100%.
what sort of guy can we compare you to that's in the league right now?
I compare myself to Stephon Diggs. I've been looking up to Stephon Diggs ever since he was at Maryland, and I trained with Stephon Diggs and Antonio Brown a couple times, and Antonio Brown's a local guy, so I say Stephon Diggs and Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some guys there, very well respected dudes. Some of the best in the league right now. I want to say they probably have like similar stature to you as
Mhm.
well, if I can recall. I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember how big Stephon Diggs is off the top of my head, but you know, again, about 5'10", 5'11", 180, 85 pounds, depending on the day.
right.
Obviously a guy who has some decent, play size there to play either the slot or out wide. So definitely feel like that's something that you're going to bring to the table as well. You
100%.
have any experience on special teams?
Yeah, I have some experience. Played at Gunner my sophomore year in college. I always played kick return, and I did a little punt return towards the end of my senior year season last year. But I played a lot of kick return.
Gotcha. So, I mean, obviously, bringing that to the table as well. I mean, I know a lot of guys are probably going to end up doing that sort of thing, as they transition to the pros and really make their mark there and work up depth charts and things like that. So, I do feel like that's going to really help, get you on the field fast. So,
Facts.
people are going to love that about you. Um, I know for a fact you've got like that 4.4 type speed, so that's just a fantastic thing that you bring to the table for sure. So, um, walk me through your daily grind if you don't mind. I mean, obviously, you're trying to better your game, prepare for your opponents. Give me like an idea of of how you're using like the film room to better your game. Maybe even an example about how that really played out in a game time situation.
Okay, so daily routine, basic routine. I go off season or in season. Which one you want?
In season.
Okay, in season. We'll have a morning practice 9 to 11, and get some treatment, and then after practice, me, Derek King, Tyler Van Dyke, a couple guys on the offense, will watch some film, and just if we have North Carolina or we prepping for Georgia Tech, we watch film, break down the defense, we write our plays that we think will work, and we give it to our offensive coordinator. He evaluate, and then we just go with the game prep throughout the week. Basically, that's in season for me.
Sure. So I mean, obviously, finding some things there, maybe finding some of your favorite plays. So, what
Mhm.
would be your favorite play? Is it that go route? I mean, I know a lot of people really love that one, but what's your favorite play? Is it the screen or is it like what's your favorite play there?
My favorite play is play call Missouri. Either run out of doubles or whatever, a trio. I'm in a slot. Missouri is basically a smash concept corner and whip routes on the outside or hitches. And whatever defense giving us, cover one, cover zero, whatever. Even cover two, I got the option of to run a 10-yard corner, or if it's cover two, middle field wide open, quarterback can give me a beater check down when I run a post. So it really is a two-way street, and I feel like I always beat the defender with the leverage and my speed, toe stick to the back pile line, and quarterback put it on the money every time. So
Nice, nice. Now, obviously, talking again about your teammate there, who came over, did some excellent things. Derek King. So, a very exciting player to watch in his own right for sure. So, um, How about the weight room? I mean, I know you're not maybe an offensive lineman or anything, but you got to get after it like in the weight room also. So,
Right.
what's your attitude and mentality towards the weight room, and how are you using that to better your game? Maybe even starting with like your favorite lift.
Man, I love the weight room. But see, that's a lot of people don't know. And actually, we didn't have a banquet, but last week I picked up our team trophies and everything like that. I actually got the male athlete of the year in the weight room out of the whole team. And I have proof. I have pictures on my phone. My mom's have my trophy. And just coming from a guy that's 5'11", 180, you would think like and often a lot of offensive guys don't really like weights, but I attack the weight room, and I just know when I attack the weight room, all the work from the weight room we're going to translate to the game field. And just Coach Feely, David Feely, we have a weight room. It's really it's like pro Olympic, so it's like a lot of power cleaning, overhead squats, and things like that. So it gets your body right, and I just love everything, every exercise that we do in the weight room.
So the power cleans probably some of your favorite there, in
Yeah.
pretty much everything like as a whole. I guess is what you're saying. But
Yes.
obviously, a guy who is able to be one of, if not the best guy to do it there in the weight room is really going to
Mm.
continue to add to what you got going for you as a prospect. I mean, a guy who we don't have to worry about you doing what you should be doing, understanding how to do those weights, having proper form and such. I mean, I know a lot of guys when they first get to college, maybe like they don't know how to do those lifts, or maybe they're not used to doing those things. So,
Right.
but for you, that's a check mark for sure. We ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to teach you how to do like a hang clean properly or anything, which is great. So,
Right.
love that about you as a prospect. So, um, again, having a lot of great moments there. Really, you said all time in receptions, right? So, like,
Yes.
um, tell me maybe about some of your best, maybe one of your best highlights or games. Like, is there a moment in your career that still sticks out for you, like that gets replayed in your head over and over?
Yeah, that most definitely. It was last year, November 6th. And that was on my mom's birthday. Last year we played NC State Friday night, primetime game. And just I think my stacks was eight catches, 156 yards, two touchdowns. And just going with the flow of the game, everything really wasn't working out. Then I would start getting a couple balls, then deep balls and deep balls. And like I said, my favorite play is trio right, Missouri, and I scored on the corner route. 2 feet in, ran up the stairs, and it was like really a tracking over the ball, over the head catch. And I caught it. I was like, okay, now let's get rolling. So what I'm getting at, this is my favorite game because it was a go ahead touchdown. Ran some slants backside, man coverage, and ran it for like 60 yards, and we won the game. And and walking off the field, I just broke down emotionally. Like I was just crying. Everybody else celebrating happy, but I was crying. And it was on my mom's birthday, which was awesome. And then two, just knowing everything I've been through is, all the hard work I finally put in is finally come to the light, which is perfect timing and God's timing. And I never questioned him, but I just like that day just hit me the most, and I remember it the most because just I don't know, everything just started working out for me, and then and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, again, putting you on the radar of a lot of scouts. A lot of people probably watching that game. Making their notes, and of course, being able to get that win for your mom's got to be an excellent thing there as well. So, just great having that moment for sure. So, um, you had kind of mentioned there before at the top of our interview, talking about the fact that when you were in high school, pretty darn good track and field athlete. So,
All right.
chat with me once again about those experiences, if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah. My freshman year, I didn't run track because I transferred over, and they had this track team already. I just went out there and practiced with the team. Sophomore year coming in, ran the 100 yard dash, 200 yard dash, um 4x4 and 4x1 relay. Sophomore year, only thing that I made was district champ. in the 200 meter and the 100 meter and 300 meter hurdles. And then going to my junior year, sophomore year, that's when the team was kind of better. And 4x1 district champs, came in third place in state. 4x4 first place in state. And 300 meter hurdles, I came fourth place in state and like won all the district in county.
Sweet. Do you remember any of your personal bests there? Like, how fast you were in some of those events?
Yeah. My PR in the 200, I ran a 21:07. That was my senior year.
Hmm.
21:07 and a 400 meter dash. No, not the 400 meter dash, but the 4x4 relay. My split was I'm not mistaken, my split was like a 46.
Geez.
So
So, I mean,
that's
obviously a guy with some six speed. You
mhm,
have this, guy, serious track speed, able to run a 4.4 probably without even like, having to, get out the gun, just,
mhm,
uh, you know, obviously something that I don't have to worry about you at all because that's a big check mark for sure. I mean, I know when scouts, try and get like all the measurables together, put you through like all the combine esque type drills. Like they want to know that 40. And I know that that's something we ain't got to worry about. So, you know where you're at with maybe some of those other things? Like, have you tested yourself for like the bench or anything else?
oh yeah, man. And see, this a lot. See, this is what a lot of people do not know about me. I'm strong in the ox pound for pound. Like I'm five, like I said, 5'10", 180. And I won the male athlete of the year in the weight room. My max is 355 in bench. And
Jeez.
I squat 455. I have proof for that. And benching, 225, probably pump 17, 15 or more. I go 15 or more.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, again, like for a guy your size, pumping out 225 like it's nothing, at least,
Mhm.
15, 16, 17 times. I mean, damn, that's definitely saying a lot. And some of those other numbers there that you listed, I mean, very respectable numbers. I mean, shoot, if you weighed like another 40 pounds, still be respectable numbers. So, I mean, obviously, some great things going for you there. Um, I want to ask you maybe a couple other questions, if you don't mind. I mean, obviously you've been at this for a while. Had a great career there at Miami. If you had the opportunity maybe to talk to your younger self in high school, what sort of advice would you give him to help carry him through his journey there?
You know, I'll say to myself, trust the process and, be where your feet at. Just don't look ahead. Don't rush the process at all. And time is precious. Just be grateful for the crumbs because it's going to lead to a big meal down the road.
Gotcha, gotcha. And obviously, a lot of great coaches have poured into you over the years. Is there maybe one particular lesson that you've learned from a coach that still sticks with you today?
Yes, 100%. Coach Ron Dugan's receiver coach at Florida State right now, but he was at Miami before. And I remember him telling me, telling my parents, he like, Mike's a great kid. Mike's a, good kid, humble, he listens. But I want the saying was, I want to say it correctly. So hold on one moment. He say, I can lead Mike to the water to fish, but I can't teach him how to fish or something like that. Like, I don't know. So meaning what that means, he's gonna show me the way, but I can't do it for
Sure, sure. So,
him.
maybe
Help me out.
I
I think you
kind of
know.
I kind of get
Yeah.
the thing. I mean, sometimes it's you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him
Can't
drink, or
drink. Right.
or
Yeah.
or you or the other thing is teach a man how to fish. And obviously he could feed himself or something of that sort. I
Yeah.
can't I can't
Some
remember the.
something in that sort though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
something in
No,
that sort
I,
he
I
said.
get it. So,
Yeah.
speaking of which, I mean, obviously, I want to get a chance to know you outside of sports, outside of football. I mean, I don't know if you actually are a fisherman, but anything maybe that you want to share about yourself, hobbies, interests, or anything interesting that perhaps maybe not everybody knows about you.
I'm really an actor. My minor was in theater. I'm really good in front of the camera. I want to, do sports analyst. And then, I'll probably do some short film and things like that. I'm a great actor, nice sense of humor, personality. I like to fish as well. My grandpa. taught me how to fish, and I've just been fishing ever since to calm my nerves and just to escape life in football.
Sure. So, obviously, being an actor, is there maybe a favorite actor of yours or favorite movie?
I have a lot of favorite movies, but my favorite actor is oof, probably Mike Epps for sure,
Mike Epps.
and Mike Epps and Denzel Washington.
Gotcha. I mean, almost everybody that I talk to, like, that's who they say. Like Denzel is like the goat. I think when you
Yeah.
think about actors, like I don't know, like of the guys that I talk to, it's like 99% like Denzel and like everybody else.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
um,
100%, man.
but I get you there. Let's see if I could come up with maybe one more for you. Obviously from the Florida area. So talk to me about like your hometown, dude. Talk to me about where you grew up. If I were to come visit, you down there, what would we have to do? Where would we have to go?
Growing up in Fort Lauderdale, I stayed in it's a city called Lauderhill, by Parkway Middle School, which middle school I went to. So, nice area, nice community area. Not a gated community, but nice housing and just a lot of parking, a lot of fields. So 9 times out of 10, if you want to come, visit my town, my city, you're gonna have to bring some shoes and some cleats because we're where I come from. We don't really sit in the house and up around the house. We always outside. Like I will wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, get some breakfast. I'll be outside. This is summer, so I'll be outside from probably 10 o'clock to like 8 p.m. at night. And all we do is just run around. Or you see kids riding a bike. You see kids throwing the ball. And, you see family like grown ups going to work, more online. Just a friendly neighborhood type of city.
Awesome. So obviously, if I had to go down there, we'd probably be playing catch. So
Hundred
uh,
hundred percent,
I, I,
100%.
to- I totally get that. Obviously, we invited you to the Hula Bowl. Maybe
Mhm.
we can play some catch out there in Orlando. So I mean, that'll be fun to watch you, compete there with a whole lot of great talent. I mean, once again, that game is going to be on the 15th of January. People can purchase those tickets on Ticketmaster.com. This interview was sponsored by Dreamfield Sports. Um, Real quick before we end everything, I want you to take a moment and just I don't know, look at the camera, talk to these scouts, tell them why they need to take a chance on you, draft you, sign you, and what you'd
Mhm.
bring to their franchise.
Man, just when Mike Harley name comes up, just you just gotta respect. I never been given nothing. I always earn and work for it. I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm probably not the biggest. Probably not the strongest or the fastest, but I'm going to make things work. All I need is an opportunity. You can put me in the hole, I'm gonna come out with the golden eggs. I'm just always have my head down and compete and just try to be legendary. My goal is to make it out, feed my family as well, and take care of myself. But the end goal for me is be legendary and come out with the gold jacket. So any team that want to pick me up, whatever, you're not going to regret it.
Awesome. Well, definitely wish you best of luck in that regard. I mean, I feel like a lot of what you said is obviously true. We're
Mhm.
expecting great things out of you, and again, if you want to see more of Mike Carley, definitely come to the Hula Bowl and check him out. So uh, we have with us Mike Harley, wide receiver from Miami, the U,
Mhm.
and thanks for watching.
Appreciate you.